Chat, we need help.
No, we don't need help. We got it. We figured it out. We just figured it out. I figured it out. I promise.
I was sitting there like, are they still going?
Because Scott was like, yes. Scott said yes. That would be correct.
So going to the 3rd floor.
Josh, you asked for a 3. You got a 3. Just saying.
If I beat
Just
Josh, I'm hotter than
saying.
Josh forever. Hell yeah.
It's the best roll you
I love that you get into 16 out of 18 as you belch. You're just like, the bitches.
Yeah, that's what
love
helps.
this. Mm.
That's what made it.
It's like,
that was the.
I feel like
upside.
I got more confused now.
It's that Jacksonville, charm right there.
Yeah,
It's like,
fuck that. I forgot loud.
Oh, I forgot, popcorn on my belly button.
You know what? Screw it. Let's just do it on the 3rd floor.
You're saying
Well,
let's
we
just
have
stick to
go
the
third
original
floor
plan?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna make me concuss myself.
Okay.
You guys walk
I'm gonna
upstairs to
mute
the
myself
second floor.
again,
You
like I
walk around. There's a moment where you pause. You and Reno just kind of like looking at each other. So do you think, yeah? Okay. And even though in real life, that was about 65 minutes, in game, it's about 3.5 seconds. They appear.
That still hurts.
They appear up on the 3rd floor. Now, as you guys go upstairs and you appear there, oh, Jesus. You got all wonky for a second. As you guys go upstairs and appear there, what you see is, hey, the other stairwell. Excuse me. Well, you guys, apple coming up. Yum. What you guys see is, the other stairwell's over there. So had you gone the left way or the right way, it really wouldn't have mattered. You would have come up like there. In the middle
across
either way.
from us? Across from us is the other stairwell?
Because the stairway went up and kind of like went like
And
this.
looped around.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So, and you kind of experienced that as you felt the twists and turns. That's like, I get it. That's what would have happened. But one of the things that you also notice as you come towards the, come up here, is that you see inside this room that seems relatively large and empty so far. Obviously, there's a door immediately to your side, and then there's another door, at the other corner over there. Cool, those clearly lead somewhere. But you also see a couple of statues off to the side. Do you guys continue exploring, or?
Do those statues look like the exact same statue down below?
It's actually funny. So what you see, Tyler, when you look at the statue, so as you, obviously she's kind of like walking in and looking around, but you obviously bring your attention to the statue. Doesn't look like that weird, esoteric kind of strange statue down below. On the left side, what you actually see is you see a statue of Snaga the Abusive. You see a statue of the creature, the god, that you've been curling up next to and praying to. It's this big, beautiful statue to Snaga the Abusive. You also see on the statue adjacent to that one, the one on your right, there's a statue of lopers. Like there's a statue of a loper right there. And all of its elongated face, long pointed ear, glory, wearing that amazingly supple, hard metal armor that you had seen when you fought that one in your pre-session forever ago on that caravan. But no, that one is flimsy, not as bad of a loper. But we're talking like, this looks like this loper here. It looks very similar to the one that you just fought in, not Loshev. What's the name of that city there?
Momly?
Not Momly. It wasn't in Momly. It was the one.
It was before Momly or the most recent
No, it was in
one
Momly. It was in Momly, sorry. Like the one that you fought in Momly. It doesn't look exactly like him, but looks so similar to it, you're sure it would be a relative of it. Which makes you, of course, concerned. Because, anyway, so the one on the left is clearly Snaga the Abusive. The one on the right is one that looks very similar to the one in Momly, right? By the way, chat, I'm so sorry, I forgot to say this. I know I said this when I came back. We're closing that officially. So if you're going to do any last second bets, my apologies, just because I said that we'd be stopping this right after, right when we came live. We're officially stopping those bets in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, get him to Josh. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and I Laveau you too. Close the bets. Cool. No, I just wanted to do it as we came for the second half of the session. Snatcher Girl, it's not symbolic of anything. So that's what you see as you come around the corner. You see the statue of Snogger the Abusive on the left, and you see the statue of one of those creatures, of course, on the right. Rena, your attention immediately when you walk in, you look over, you see statues, you don't really pay any attention to them clearly. You come over and you look to the left side in general, across the room, and you see there's another door over there, and then you can see it looks like there might be a little bit of an alcove or something, like kind of going up in this direction that you haven't like glanced at it yet. You haven't taken the actual step or two yet to see what it's of. Either way, I don't know if you characters just stop where you are. I don't know if you just like, let's pick a nice, comfortable, and clearly now you can see that there's a door over there too. I don't know. So you're going up to investigate the statue?
If it's the salamander statue, right?
Correct. It is Snogger the Abusive. Absolutely.
This is very interesting. Ophios is going to be perplexed, conflicted, angry. Almost as if he's been misled by this being. As if it helps lopers.
I'm still picking up on all this, right?
Yeah, if
Or
you
that
would
point
look
out?
at him, this is it. But he's not acting. He's literally stating there. It's like he's frozen by anger, by confusion, by frustration, and he doesn't know what to do.
She turned to him and said, "What is it?"
He's completely isolated himself mentally. So it's like he doesn't hear you.
Have I seen this, Scott? I would have seen this, right?
Seen what? My apologies.
The statue.
The statue.
So my apologies. So as you like bring your attention, so you know he starts walking towards. He doesn't like fully approach it. I imagine he doesn't like touch it or anything like that. Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm not
fully approach
touching it, but I'm like right in front of it.
Okay, cool. So give me 1 second. So Rena, as you see him like walking towards that statue, being like all perplexed or whatever by it, you look over at the statues yourself, and it's strange to see this kind of reaction from him because, I mean, the statue is Snogger the Abusive, the statue that he's walking towards, you know what you see there. It's honestly one of the strangest things you've ever seen. It's a statue of a young boy, a statue of a early teens boy, 13, maybe 14 years old, that you know all too well. I mean, you have perfect recollection right now. You know that face, you know that smile, you know that look. It's a statue of Cadus from when you were younger, but more importantly, it's not just a statue of Cadus, it's a statue of Cadus holding your cat, your kitten, your baby that you had all those years ago. The one that, you know, the Peredhel officers, anyways.
Yeah,
It's a statue of home when you were a child. It's a statue of everything that you've loved. And it's one of those things where you see him having this reaction to young Cadus, because there's no way he would know who Cadus is holding your kitten. It's just funny seeing him having such a strange reaction. And then you look across the way to the right and you see another statue there. And it's a statue of the Peredhel officer that came and took over your village. It's a statue it's kind of like whenever you came across any Peredhel officer since then, it's always who you've imagined. It's always who you've envisioned. It's always who you've thought of. It's always who you've hated. And there he is, right there, encapsulated, or I don't know how you would phrase that, encapsulated in statue right there to the right of the statue of Cadus and your kitten, your little baby girl.
So she'd look at Ophios first, realizing he was perplexed, and then look at the statue more
Mortalized.
closely and say, "What the fuck?"
But it's funny because as you say "what the fuck," which it's again, Ophios hasn't like gone fully up to the statue yet. It's almost like he's still like maybe a step or two away from the statue, right? So it's one of those things where you're like looking at this and you're like, you go to say "what the fuck," and it's literally as he's walking up and you're kind of seeing these reactions as we've just described 1,500 times, right? So you see these reactions, and as you're saying "what the fuck," all of a sudden you see over from this side, you see what's his name? Salant walking up the stairs. Like we're talking, you've been up here for moments. And Salant comes walking up the stairs.
Does she turn and look at him?
Yep. And obviously, because of your periphery and your extremely sensitive nature, you also see Salant walk up the stairs. Ophios.
He'll kind of turn to a daze, and he was grabbing his weapon beforehand, and he'll just turn to Salant.
So you grabbing your weapon is gonna, you're like, okay,
but he doesn't grab it anymore. Yeah, just
yeah. You're maybe like 2
pulls him
steps
out.
away from the statue, of course, and you're like looking at this thing, and all of a sudden you see something out of the corner of your eye. You hear what the? You see something out of the corner of your eye. You turn to Salant. He's making his way up the stairs, but it's not the same Salant you had seen beforehand. It's not the same Salant that had walked with confidence. Whether it be just the normal Salant that kind of just had that bravado that you can expect from somebody like him, right? Or that actual fire, like an arrow confidence that he has after he steps into the water. No, this is a Salant that's like in a daze. He's like, he seems to be like off his game. He looks confused, almost like somebody who's like very heavily hungover. Like he just looks off. So comes like he's coming up the stairs, and at one point in time he kind of like stops and leans on the stairs and is like looking through like a squint and sees you guys, and he's like, "Oh, finally we found out whose temple this was."
No.
So, what the fuck, man? He says, like gesturing down the stairs.
What are you talking about, Salant?
No,
This isn't our temple.
What do you mean it's
This
not
is
your
the
temple?
Lopers.
He actually like turns and he sits like at the top step, like so one leg is like drooped like down the stairs, one is like lined straight across like the doorway, and he's like, you know, sitting there with his back against the wall, and he's like, oh, do you guys know what a loper is? And then he just kind of like shrugs and like looks back at you guys again, just looking all worn out.
Salant, it's me, Ophios.
It's you, Ophio. Oh shit!
Relax.
And he like starts trying to like make his way down the stairs, but he starts like almost like falling down the stairs. It's just he's like off his game, and once again he's trying to like get away from Ophios. Do you think he's gonna kill him?
Salant, it's fine. Salant.
And of course you were able to see this reaction before he gave it, so on and so forth. You can clearly tell he is fucked right now. You know what I mean? He's hurting. Rena, you actually are able to read perfectly off of him. You know that feeling, don't you, Rena? You know that feeling very well, don't you, Rena? Remember there was a time when you first got to Momly? You guys messed with the wrong person, and he, and you experienced, coming down from such a high, such a, all those
Wait,
drugs.
what?
Drugs when you were really hungover.
I think that, wait, that's how he's feeling?
That's you can clearly read that off of him because you know it with perfect recollection. Ah, I know that feeling. I've been there before. Must have been some pretty intense drugs.
What did Ophio say to him?
We're not here to hurt you. So do you
Then
like
Salant said?
go towards him, Ophios?
He wouldn't move towards him. He'd be shouting after him.
Okay.
And maybe he would move towards the stairs, but not like rapidly, not chasing after him. Just like, Salant, stop.
So you like walk towards him just like a smidge, like one
Yeah.
of these, like here, nothing crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, what do you, I don't know who you are.
We've encountered you before. I know you're the one who told the commander about me. I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay.
You've been helping us. You've repaid your debt to me as far as it stands. Please come up here.
How?
You've been aiding us through this temple. You are trapped in a loop and you've been giving us insight. Your
Yes.
allies are not here. Quickly, move, come up the stairs. We need to talk.
Pushes himself up and comes up the stairs. You can see that as he comes up the stairs or whatever it is, he is as he's coming up the stairs, it's like a struggle. He like fights, and eventually he gets to the top of the stairs and like leans on the wall and oh god, you know, as he finally stands up and he's just looking at you. He clearly hasn't been able to put 2 and 2 together yet.
What did you take?
Huh?
I'm assuming you.
I took a swim.
Where?
You drank the water.
Oh, I didn't drink the water. I took a swim, actually. I took a couple swims.
How many?
As he vomits on the ground.
In the second pool, second floor, the pool below.
After he finishes vomiting, he's like, yeah, that was weird. I was, goopy. I was goopy.
Good thing we didn't go in that pool. Ophios will essentially look at Rena and kind of convey that.
Mm-hmm.
What happened on the second floor?
Oh, hold on. He says, he kind of like sits down and like leans against the wall that's there. He's like, I'm gonna sit like messy for a couple minutes. There we go. Sit like messy. We got on the second floor. If you don't kill me, you know. We got on the second floor and
Scott, can I pull out
whoa.
No. A delay poison potion.
You can try.
Rena. Ophios gives you a look and is about to say, like, grab the delay potion out of throw me your bag of holding.
She just
I don't know
toss
if
it
you
to
know.
you, like knowing, I guess.
And he would immediately reach in and start searching for the delay poison potion.
Which you would recall perfectly where it is. He's like, yeah, I
Drink this.
walk up the stairs and thanks. So
Right
where-
now, drink it now.
Ugh, this tastes like shit. And it kind of like throws it on the ground. It's like, oh, it feels a little better. He like, seems to be gaining his senses back. You get the impression he's not better, but so he's not 100%, but he's definitely better than he was before. He's doing okay. He's like, oh,
Drink the rest of it.
no, he drank the rest of he drank it all.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just got wrecked. So he's like, oh, okay. So let's see. We came up the stairs. I walked around. There was some skeletons inside like a cage. So I slipped through the bars as best I could, and there were some skeletons. There's a room with a weird mirror. I don't know. Couldn't figure it out. Went through a room with some crates. There was a kitchen. Stairs that came up here.
What happened when you rested?
Oh, well, we needed rest. There was, a couple of the people went into a room and, they kind of lost consciousness for a while.
Ophios will look to Elijah.
Yeah, like that guy. Let's see. I thought maybe we could help them by putting them inside water. So I figured I'd check out some water. And so I checked out the water on the second floor, but it made me all goopy. Well, I didn't go in the water, actually. I touched the gold stuff, like the amber stuff that's supposed to, I guess, go in the water. Anyways, it made me goopy.
Like you melted.
Yeah, and they put me inside of a bucket to like carry me around for a while. But Esmond, he drank the water, and then eventually the water passed through him. And it's a good thing I wasn't in the bucket because he filled it up. It's pretty gross. We had to sleep for a while to get over Oh God, that water on the first floor is so amazing, but the come down is so hard.
What did you do
Oh,
after that?
Ophios goes, oh no, looking at Rena, the come down. We have to move quickly.
We need to. Oh, hang on. What happened after you rested on the second floor? You went to the third?
we slept there for a while. And for a while is a long time because, you know, Esmond had hair. It's like that episode in Avatar where all of a sudden Aang has hair. Except I can't make that reference because it's breaking the fourth wall. But you get what I'm saying. It was weird. It was they haven't chimed in. Oh, I know what you mean by loop. Oh God! And he's doing that like weird, like his body's like spazzing as he's trying to like pull back again into through the loop and starting to pull himself, and he just starts like as he's vomiting up profusely because it's a horrible experience going through this loop thing with the hangover or come down or what withdrawals or whatever you want to call it that he's experiencing at the moment. After, if you guys are patient enough to wait,
she'd actually motion to Ophios and say, "We need to go back
Back where?
downstairs."
4?
Can I tell how old Salant is here?
I mean, you can definitely tell that he has grown hair longer than he did before. Definitely has longer hair than he had before. It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, he definitely, you don't know exactly how long, because again, you don't know Hafue physiology. You don't know how long it takes for the hair to grow. You know, you didn't exactly measure it perfectly before. You just remember it was this long, that was this long. You know what I mean? So you don't know. And he also, before he looked very well composed, now it looks like shit. So it's kind of hard to tell, but he definitely, his hair has grown. Time has passed.
So
But
she's gonna say, "Oh, go ahead." No.
nope, continue while because you guys communicate so quickly. He's vomiting while you do so.
Too much time has passed and Elijah is still out. I don't think it works the way we thought it did.
It's been minutes.
It could be longer outside if time passes that quickly on this floor.
If anything, it's slower with how quickly he made it up here.
How long do you want to wait for him to wake on this floor?
I don't know, but right now I don't want to leave these statues the way they are. My god and the enemy, Lopers. Gotta be kidding.
And she'd be extremely confused and be like, "No, that's not what they are.
That's what they are.
That's not."
Wait,
what
are
they
you seeing something different?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing Cadis.
Ophios will immediately snap to it and put up detect magic.
So as you go and turn towards those, and you like look like you're about to, so as you're going to turn towards those, you go, no, wait, no. I remember them. Don't get the fuck back. Get back from those things. I told them don't go near them. Oh, Barbados. Oh, just get away from those now. Oh.
Ophios will back away and actually have his
You
blade
mean
in hand.
Which way? This
Like
way?
down this way.
This way?
This way. Away from the statues.
Oh. Get away from those things. There. Barbados died so fast.
How?
Oh God, my head is spinning. Oh God. I'm seeing so many different times. My head can't handle it. I can't. Oh God, I am too fucked up right now to handle this. Okay, hold on. And he like literally puts his head between his legs. So it's gonna sound distant, but it should, right? He's like, Barbados checked it out because he's a dumb fuck and didn't listen. And it like, it attacked. Oh, me and Jen. We ran back down the stairs. He died so... We ran back downstairs, and Esmond stayed or left, or I don't know if he went up or we ran down. And then I jumped.
Where
We ran
you
down
jumped
and
from
then I
the
jumped.
second floor?
Yeah. Yeah. And then the loop. And then he like snaps and starts like flying through the loop again.
Rena.
Hmm.
Keep your eyes on those statues. I imagine they might attack.
She'll just
And we
ready
might
her
have to fight.
weapon.
Ophios prepares himself for battle, pulling his shield out and his weapon, and he's gonna stand right here.
She's also gonna say, if what Salant's, I mean, obviously what Salant's saying is true, maybe we shouldn't be here. I mean, he's still alive, caught in the loop, but alive.
If they're going to attack, the only way forward is to defeat them or to move past them.
So, pause. Hard pause. Messy. Elijah. I don't know if you recall or not, but you you might recall this.
Are dying.
But you went here and you stepped into this room.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden,
Thanks for reminding me.
no, it's cool. You're welcome. Your mind is overloaded and you fell asleep. Or did you? You actually saw yourself beneath yourself. You see Rena, too afraid or smart to just reach in and grab you. So she uses her weapon, hooks you and pulls you out of the room. Huh. You see this all happening, witnessing it. And you realize you don't need to be here right now. If you're able to literally see yourself over there, maybe you can see yourself in other places. Maybe you can see
That'd be
yourself at other times.
That's a bit of a stretch, Daelric. But I'll try. For you, I'll give it a shot. Can I see into the future? Or is the future now? What is now?
The future is now.
What is then? When will then be now?
So, if you stop and you look at this and you're looking down, like, huh, and you think about the fact that you saw all those potentials before, you might be able to see a potential future.
Okay, let's try that.
So
That seems logical. Yeah.
you say,
The future
I look
is
into the
now.
future.
Yeah.
What are you looking into? Where are you looking into? How far ahead are you trying to look? Not just like, I look at later. Like, you got to give me almost like a frame.
Okay. I can move anywhere I want and just observe where I would be when I would be there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
In theory.
go. Let's test it out. Let me swim over to the stairs that lead up here. And
Sure.
see if
So-
I can see how many times I've come up or whatever.
You
How many
literally
times they're coming
see,
up.
you literally see yourself. You don't, unfortunately, try to swim up to the point where you see those stairs. You see this like moment. You know that a gap of time has passed. You don't know how much time, but you know a gap of time has passed. And all of a sudden you find yourself, kind of down here with Rena holding you over her shoulder. The two of them having this awkward moment where they're looking at each other. and then they go upstairs.
Oh,
You go
that
ups-
hasn't happened yet.
You go upstairs, and you see this awkward moment where, they're up there for a while, and they start to look at the statues, and you see Salant is, comes up the stairs as well. You notice him. You don't notice him right away. You do when they notice him, so you bring your attention over there, and you see that. You see things set to pretty much exactly where they are, where they're having this conversation, and you, of course, hear everything, talking about, where it is that they should, where it is they should go. Should they go forward? Should they go move past these things? Should they fight these things? Where do you go?
Let's see what happens if they fight these things.
So do me a favor. I actually need you to roll me a check.
Okay.
A wisdom save.
Oh shit. That's what killed me the first time. How does Winifred's wisdom work again?
You choose to have advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, that was a good use.
Rena and Tyler, remove your headphones, please. Rena's face is awesome.
Oh no, oh no.
You see that when they choose to assault, or when they choose to engage this thing in combat, the statue comes moving towards them. The statues are funny because you can see that the statues, you see them as multiple shapes. It's almost like amorphous. It's hard to read what they are because you're able to see that they're not what they really are. There's something else. It's just hard to see what it is until they kick into action. Then the creature you see is kind of frightening. I mean, it's a big creature, top end of medium size, small end of large size. So this thing is standing about 10 feet tall, right? Massive. The thing is comprised of all these crystals all over itself, almost like it's a chrysalis with different crystals growing off of it. These deep oranges to like bright pinks and these like reddish hues all throughout the crystals. This thing is massive. It's heavy. It's frightening. Orpheus tries to battle it. He's smart. He tries to use magic. The magic doesn't work. Rena's tough. She tries to engage it with her swords. Come on, this thing is a lot tougher than that. They barely get one or two nicks off of the thing before it just utterly destroys them. It doesn't take long either. A few hits to each of them, and this thing moves quickly. It utterly obliterates them, shattering bones, sending them to be crushed and dead before it. Unfortunately, it's just a powerful creature. You rewind and watch this thing time and time and time again. And each time you watch it, they die. It's not that it's definitive that they die. Because you do see moments where, no, Orpheus dies, but Rena lives. No, Rena dies, but Orpheus lives. You actually see an opportunity where they can both live, very heavily injured. Their tactics just work so beautifully. You just watch it time and time and time again, trying to see if it's possible. It is. But without you there to aid them, it's not possible. There's no way that they're going to be able to win. Even if you aided them, you're not even sure you could actually help them out to tip that balance. You spend a considerable amount of time watching this over and 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 over again. But what else do you choose to see?
What happened? Can I see the past? How far can I see when I wasn't here? Is there any time when I wasn't here?
Is there a time where you weren't here?
Where I was not here.
You have always been brought up here.
Okay.
That actually gives you a bit of an insight onto Rena's, like a bit of an insight onto Rena and the kind of person she is.
Yeah,
she has never not carried you.
I'm assuming I can't see a time where I'm assuming I can't see Salant's timeline, just my own timeline. That's what I'm trying to get at. I can't see Salant coming up here with his team way several thousand loops ago or whatever, right? I can only see from when I was passed out till now and in between.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
So can I see a time where Salant and his team, the first time they were here, they came into this room?
Oh, so you want to push back?
Yes.
Okay. So you try to push back to when they come here. I'm going to need a wisdom save.
Okay. I'm afraid to fail these. Oh, that's still advantage. Hold on. Ignore that. When it shows up. Ignore that. God damn, what a bad fucking roll. Alright.
Okay, that is a beautiful roll. You are able to do that. You are able to see back into the past. You see 4 people here. You see Salant coming up the stairs. You see a bald, well, he's not bald anymore, but you see a human man with a bow in hand, quiver of arrows by his side, a serious RBF that's there, that's standing alongside him. You see 2 others. I mean, the way that she is dressed, it's hard to tell for the moment, but a woman, just very androgynously, clearly a mage, like yourself, that is there. Maybe this is the gen that they've referred to a few times. And then you see a man. God, if the guy with the bow was RBF, this guy's, I don't know, RDF, resting dick face. Like, this guy just looks like an angry person. Like, he just has that, I always eat turds. That's just the face he has, unfortunately.
Okay, of
He
course.
just looks angry with a big ol' weapon in his hand. And unfortunately, it's one of those things where while the female mage and the guy with the bow are kind of like hanging back, trying to go over to the stairwell, like, no, guys, let's just go this way. You see that the big RDF and Salant's like, no, let's check out what this is. Let's inquire. And as they walk forward, and Salant is like, it is curious, isn't it? And he reaches out and touches the thing. Now, of course, he's got his senses to him way better than what was just portrayed a little bit ago, but still not 100%. Better, but still not 100%. And he reaches out and he touches the statue and kind of brings its attention to it. And that's when it comes to life. Salant's no fool. He jumps back and out of the way very quickly. The statue literally takes the guy before him, hits him once, picks him up, smashes him on the ground, and smashes him on the ground again, and he's dead. He just literally picks him up and just like almost like Bane body, like backbreaker, but just smashes him on the ground twice. He's dead. You see that Salant's kind of like, Salant's he keeps his senses. He's actually gets hit once and gets knocked clean unconscious, but somehow doesn't die from the hit. But Jen grabs him very quickly, and as he tries squeals and runs, Jen grabs him very quickly and literally drags him down the stairs, carries him down the stairs to safety. And then you see the other guy, the one with the bow. He's just like, deuces, and like after seeing all that stuff goes, and he runs up the stairs.
That's what I see. Okay. And the statue doesn't follow either of them. It stays there.
So the statue actually does menacingly go to steps forward. It actually does menacingly go by the stairwell, but can't go down. It's too big.
And it doesn't go up either.
I mean, realistically, it could have kind of like stretched in, but it doesn't follow. It could have like crawled or something, but it doesn't do that. It stays its full height. So
I'm assuming, and I don't know how long I would watch past this point, but I'm assuming it would go back and rest back as a statue eventually. Okay.
You honestly don't keep your perspective here long enough to be able to see that.
Yeah, okay. Great. Okay. All right, let's go back to the present. Go back to the time that Ophios and Rena are in currently.
As you bring yourself back there, all of a sudden something happens. Your whole body feels wet. This is weird.
Oh no.
Oh, my whole body feels wet, and all your eyes just kind of... I need you to make me, sir, 2 saves.
Oh, fuck.
I need you to make me a
So what do you think I should play next?
a wisdom save and a charisma save.
Let's start with the... Oh my god. Okay. Let's start with the wisdom save. I hope we have a lot of luck die. Chat, do your thing. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna luck die. Okay, 12.
Make your charisma save.
That's so much better.
Are you happy with that?
No, I'm scared because of how bad the wisdom save is.
I luck die then.
Relatively to all my others. Fuck.
Okay, so listen,
Thank
sir.
you for the luck, everybody.
So listen, you don't
Seven
have
more.
control over the ability to see where you want, or I should say when you want to see, or where you want to see.
Okay.
All of a sudden something washes over you. You gain the ability to just notice everything around you. You know how smart you are, right? I mean, your character is insanely intelligent and very wise, right? And then all of a sudden you gain, as we talked about beforehand, that inception ability, not inception, sorry.
Limitless.
Limitless ability. Just perceive everything around you in a full recollection. You don't have the ability to pull yourself to where you want to anymore. Instead, you get pulled to where you want to be that you don't realize. You remember back when you were having a conversation long ago on the wall, looking at those around you. You know, looking at the people that are there. You can see with clarity like you never have before. You can look at all the people around you. Oh my God, that guy is shitting himself right now. He doesn't want to be here. Look at her. The way that she's looking around to all, she's a megalomaniac. There's clearly she thinks she's the best soldier here. That commander is totally drunk right now. I never realized it. You know what? It actually makes sense thinking about perfect recollection in my mind of every time I experience them. That guy's a raging alcoholic. He hides being drunk all the time extremely well. These mages here that are saying that they're happy to be here and happy to give their lives for this cause, it almost looks like they were trained to say the words that they're saying. The people that invested all of their might, their magical might, into keeping the wall going, they look like they were taught to say that the way that they had. They're scared. They're frightened. They're so young. They're so young. I don't think I ever realized it before. I knew they were young. I don't think I ever realized they were that young. How young were these mages when they were taking them and having them keep this wall going? What the hell is going on here? You have your mind pulled elsewhere, to a different place. You can see the interaction again between this one character and that angel. Fervently trying to catch the eye of the angel, fervently trying to earn his own glory in its eyes and its might, but clearly understands that he was being judged, that he sees himself as not being good enough in the angel's eyes. That woman riding alongside him, God, could she stare at him anymore? I mean, sweetheart, it's not going to work out. I'm sorry, no matter what you think, it is not going to work out. I mean, it's one of those...
That one.
Aww. Which of course brings your attention over to Ophelia. Ophelia, going back to that first interaction you had with Ophelia, you can read her so well. You understand fully that she's one of those snake people. A different type, of course, but you understand completely she's one of those snake people. She's testing you. She's judging you. She's trying to decide whether or not she should kill you. Flashing forward again. She trusts you. She thinks that you're somebody that she can actually rely on if need be. Cadus? Wow. This is a broken man doing what he can to regain honor in the situation that's here. I cannot believe the way that commander is speaking to me right now. I have given everything for myself. I gave myself to that experiment. If it wasn't for me, I mean, granted, you were convinced to go into the experiments because that nobleman told you that you had the might to do so. His daughter was brilliant. His daughter was absolutely brilliant in the way that she would discuss things. I mean, what it was that you were able to give, and you're looking. She had hope in her eyes, but at the same time, sympathy in what it was that you were sacrificing for that to happen. But he just looked at you like you were just another experiment, like another mouse to experiment on. You know, fuck them. You're glad their house burnt down. All of a sudden, it just keeps jumping all over the place, back and forth and back and forth everywhere. There's so much going on in your mind, you just can't hold on to it. And eventually it's just, because unfortunately failed save, it's too much, and eventually your brain mind splitting headache, you wake up, and you come to lying on the ground in front of these two, in front of the statue, that's there as you come to your senses. Brain splitting, mind boggling, horrible headache. You still have that crazy clarity of vision that they currently have, but oh god, it is hurting so much. At the same time, the two of them are starting to have these weird waves, like kind of coming over them, like, oh, that felt weird, Rena. Not him yet. Not Ophios yet. Rena, that felt weird for a moment.
She had her headphones back on.
Oh, sorry.
You're like talking to her like she could hear you, and I'm like, dude.
Come back. Come back.
I'll have you know I had to turn my volume off on my headphones because when I set them down, I was like still hearing your voice. I'm
yeah,
like,
I did the same
how
thing.
do I do this?
I was like, I gotta mute it. I gotta mute it.
We're fine.
What's happening?
Scott was very animated, and you smiled and laughed a few times. That's all I got from that.
Yeah, I got a lot of concerning info all at once dumped on me.
Good.
Rita,
Okay.
all of a sudden you have a weird wave, like, oh, that didn't feel right. Oh, and then you're normal again. And then you guys see Elijah kind of wake up like, as like he's like on your shoulder, I guess, and just starting to come to and in a lot of pain.
I'll set him down.
Thanks.
Yeah, just set him down and let you come.
So
in.
He's
obviously,
having a moment.
it is the worst migraine you've ever experienced, Elijah, with the worst hangover you've ever experienced, with a kick in the nuts and a punch in the head. And unfortunately, you have perfect clarity of all the horrible pain because you can sense it all. Because,
Awesome.
you're coming down
Thanks,
from one while
everybody.
the other one's firing up.
Awesome. Whew. That's how you fix a drug problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like sweating from like my animatedness of doing all that.
That was good. That was good. You did a good job. Let's jump back to what Ophios was about to do again.
What were we doing? I think we were
Ophios
kind of
is
preparing weapons.
he's watching the statues and preparing, he has prepared an action to, if they move, they're going to get attacked.
So of course you, sir, are seeing this happening adjacent to you, right? So
Cool.
She'll just ask you, "Are you okay?" I mean, obviously not, but are you all there?
So
These
okay, he would
statues are
ignore you.
about to kill us.
Yeah, he would ignore you and then immediately shout to Ophios the same thing that Salant did. He'll say, "Don't try to fight it. We have to leave it alone. We have to leave this room."
you actually know. Sorry. Roll me an intelligence check, sir. But you get advantage. Despite your state, you have advantage to
nice.
remember what it was that you saw before. Sorry. It's a goddamn good thing you just came back when you did. Almost like it's like super fortunate. It's very much in your favor that you came back when you did, because you actually know
Thanks,
it's not touching the statue. You know that triggered it? It's focusing on it that makes it do it. It's the focus.
Oh.
And literally, Ophios is focusing on this thing when you grab his attention and break it. So, my apologies. What do you say to him? With
Okay.
that better clarity.
So it's like a reverse sweeping angel. Because it can only move when you're not.
When you're paying attention to it,
When
as
you're paying
opposed to
attention
when
to
you're
it.
not
Okay.
paying attention to it.
Okay, yeah. So when your attention gets pulled to him because he's come through the migraine or whatever, and he wakes up and shit, he'll tell you. He'll just say, "Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Pretend it's not there. We gotta go upstairs. We gotta go downstairs. We can't stay in this room any longer. Help me up, Rena."
There's also other rooms, but
Yeah, whatever.
She
That
goes to
was
help you
my
out.
thought. Was either we have to fight it or we have to get away.
Can't fight it. We'll lose. I saw almost every outcome. I'm like Doctor Strange in the Avengers Endgame. It's a
What?
1 in 14 million chance.
Says hey.
you
What
are
are you
Tony
talking about?
Stark.
You saw it all. What are you talking about?
Okay. Just give me a second. Rena, seriously, help me up.
Yeah, she goes to help you up. She'll
Um,
support you like as you stand.
Salant left, right? He got pulled back.
Yeah.
Okay. So Salant's gone. Okay. Good. That's good.
She'll just say up or down.
Wait. When Salant comes back, he's going to interact with it and he's going to wake it up again. I don't think we should be on this. I don't think we should be anywhere near this thing. I don't think he can leave this room, so as long as we're not in here, we should be okay.
So up. Which door?
Up? Or which door? Sorry, which which
Yeah,
way
he said
up?
up or which door? Where do we go?
I thought 2 of them were downs. Two of those are
The
downs.
stairwells are 2 doors. He means doors because the red things are doors, right?
That's all we
Yeah.
can see at this point. Or other doors.
Ophios
Okay.
was standing right here.
Oh, somebody had clearly seen the stairwell up before
Oh,
because
okay.
Chat can see it, so maybe Ophios was the one that saw it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Boop, boop, boop.
Doesn't matter as long as we're not in here. Someone went up. I remember someone went up and they didn't. I don't remember them. Well, they're not here anymore, so I don't think they made it out either.
Maybe another room then.
I don't recall anyone ever going in another room here.
All right, let's.
Reno, you get another wave. It's one of those things where he as Ophios starts to walk away, you feel like, oh shit, as like you just like stumble forward for a couple seconds as you get this huge wave of like, oh not this, and then the wave kind of like goes away for a second. Oh,
And
That's gonna
Ophios
happen
is
a
picking
lot.
up on that.
Yeah.
and
Reno,
Elijah
are you
would
okay?
too, but Elijah's a little far, you know.
She'll just say, I think it's probably what Salant was going through.
Draws the water. Shit.
It's probably not a good idea to be on any floor. Then we should probably leave and maybe come back.
Ophios immediately moves to this door.
Yep. Do you want to open it?
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. Just gonna grab that and move it here. Open the door, no problem.
As
As
Ophios is like,
soon as you open it, you see there's actually a really nice, comfortable looking. Funny enough, it looks like a meditation area sitting there. You walk in. It's definitely a nice 2 meditation areas sitting there, and bookshelves that look like at one point in time they probably had books on them, but they've long since aged and rotted.
Quickly, come in this room. Perhaps we can shut the door. This seems like a meditation area. And it looks like there's a way outside.
That's true. It would be.
Okay. Shoot.
So
Move.
to right here. so
There's
that they
actually
can
3
connect.
meditation spots inside here, and as
Shut
you
the door,
said,
Rena.
a door outside.
What are the odds that there's 3 of us and 3 meditation spots?
Can I roll
remember.
a Loper knowledge
Sure.
on this?
It has long since been understood by your people that lopers don't seem to sleep. They always seem to be awake, always seem to be present, mentally present of what's around them, right? Lopers don't sleep. Ollie has said it a million times in my Eberron campaign, right? Lopers don't sleep. So yeah, lopers don't sleep, man. So this is probably, I guess, where they maybe meditate and
Don't sleep.
And don't
Just
sleep,
really
yeah.
Don't sleep.
which you saw beds downstairs, which is strange. But up here, you can see that there aren't beds, not at least in this room, just meditation areas. But this looks to be almost like a personal quarters. Like 3 people share these personal quarters.
I'm curious then. Is this. No.
Rena, you get hit with
Lopers-
another wave. It lasts for about 8 or 9 seconds before it stops. Go ahead, Tyler.
Arena's getting worse, and time's going very slow here. Should probably.
I understand.
go
I
back down.
understand. Is it possible lopers are made?
Made, what do you
Let's
mean?
think about it downstairs.
Why downstairs?
Well, time goes slower here, and it goes faster downstairs.
You're actually not entirely sure that that's true. Because if time
Well-
really went slower here, wouldn't Salons have already come back again?
Probably be back soon. Yeah. Maybe he just hasn't hit that threshold yet of his loop.
There has to be more here. We either go up or we go outside. We need to discover more. Backwards just seems counterproductive. If Rena's getting worse,
What if we left the temple and rested and then came back to it tomorrow?
you remember how hard it was to get back in? Get in the first time?
I imagine it's easier the second time.
You're reminded of the door that you had that you opened once and struggled with the second time.
Doesn't seem to be the case. I was able to open a door and felt like I could do it. And the second time it told me I shouldn't. It doesn't seem that leaving and coming back would be the right choice. It'd be just as hard to get back in.
You also know that Ophelia struggled as well.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, I think it'd be easy. I think it'd be better if we left and rested so that Rena wasn't about to be in the same situation Salant was in when he passed. Because if we, I mean, I feel like if we keep exploring with the what is the word? The debuffs, I guess would be a word. The debuffs that we're in currently, it would be a lot harder than if we were to just take our chances and keep trying to get back in until we do. It seems like if it doesn't matter how many tries you take, like if you fail it, but you can always come back to it, because that's what it sounds like.
But how
It
much
doesn't sound like
time
you can fail it once you fail it forever.
How much time has passed outside of here since
And
we
who's to
entered?
know if this place wouldn't disappear?
What was here when we were here weeks ago? And it was obviously here since Salant's been here, which is probably weeks before that.
So is there a reminder?
And it's
Because
also really
obviously
old.
chat is hearing messy role playing. His character is still all sorts of screwed up at the moment. But his ability to be incredibly insightful, and their ability to be incredibly insightful at the moment with the, we'll call it drug that they're currently on, allows it to role play out of character. They're role playing their characters in a way that realistically in game is like these super fast jutted kind of things. But that's why they're able to kind of like role play so smoothly despite the state that he's in and she's falling into. Continue, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna lose Rena any moment now.
Lose her like death, or
Like, she'll be 1/10 the power she was at before.
Rena, you lose your breath all of a sudden. Your stomach flips itself upside down. You feel swooned and dizzy all of a sudden. You have to like stumble back and hold on to a wall to gain your balance. About 12 seconds, and then, which is 2 rounds of combat, right? All of a sudden you're like, oh, and you snap back to how you were beforehand.
if she's feeling
can't
that
fight.
way,
She can't fight, and
it's
we can't
probably
rest
not long
inside.
until I do.
And then same with me. I'm assuming
Wait.
you put me in the water.
Ophius
know?
remembers, and he reaches into his haversack and grabs the bottle of water he had scooped up from that pool.
Don't drink it.
Not drinking
No.
it.
If you drink it, it is
Perhaps
quite
pouring
powerful.
it on her.
It is powerful if you drink it.
Oh.
You're going to
No.
give her a second dose to keep her going.
To hold
Could
her
work.
off so we could keep
It'd
going.
be very temporary.
How much further do we need to go?
We don't know.
This floor seems small. I want to search the outside, and then if we figure stuff out,
It's
perhaps up the stairs.
it's getting smaller the higher we go. I imagine the next floor is maybe only 1 or 2 rooms.
Correct.
If I'm holding this back, let's not waste any more time. Give me water.
He hands it to you.
She's
Don't
not
drink.
Remember,
She's not
don't
gonna
drink
drink
it.
it. No.
Drink a
No.
little bit, just a little bit.
No, she's not gonna drink it. She's
Scott, Scott.
He actually poured it on himself.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He actually poured it on
That's
his head.
commitment. That's
We
commitment.
could always just walk back down to the first floor.
You said we're wasting time, right? If I can,
But
If I
time's
can
slow
push it
here.
off-
If it feels slower here, so if we were to go back down and come back, it probably would only be a few seconds here. Or maybe
Then
a
we'd
minute.
have to worry about the statues again.
We'd have to worry about
Timing it
Salant
with
and the
Salon.
statues again.
yeah, if Salat sets it off,
Pour it on your
then
head.
we're.
See if it
Statue
works.
can't leave this room.
She's gonna pour it over herself, but in a way that she's not gonna ingest it. I guess however much water it is. I don't know. You said a jar or whatever.
It's yeah.
It's like a potion vial.
A water.
Yeah.
So
oh, smaller
that's-
than that? Okay, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
potion
if that's-
vials are like, depending on the potion, 1 to 2 ounces. So they're talking about like a shot. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not drinking
Oh.
it.
No, I
I mean,
know,
if
but
it's
that's
just
how
a
much water it
shot.
is.
I'm clarifying.
I mean, come on, Rena, it's just a shot.
It is
No.
it is just like an ounce and a half of water.
It's a very
A
small amount of
standard
water.
shot for 40% alcohol is an ounce and a half.
I mean, if it helps, it helps.
I imagine.
I'll try it.
I feel like drinking
she's
a
like-
small amount was
He's
probably
like,
the
don't drink
equivalent
it.
of
And then
bathing.
she pulls out how small it is. And he's like, I know that feeling. I mean,
I mean, I just gotta,
Wait.
I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna cry.
The second pool is the one he drank from.
Yeah.
Perhaps this will be okay. Rena.
Drink
It's
a
up
little
to
bit.
No,
Yeah, come on, drink a little bit.
Drink it.
no.
Drink a little bit.
Drink.
Drink a little bit. If you get sick, we'll just go back downstairs.
Oh,
And
sure.
we'll do it
That'll
my
fix
way.
everything. What
We'll
do
do it my way. We'll do it my way. If
Just
it
pour it
messes
on your
you up-
head. The whole thing, based off of what our characters would say, would be pour it on your head.
No, I would tell her to drink it.
You'd
Don't
say
drink
it.
Now you're
Wait,
saying
drink
drink
it.
it? What?
No,
I said, don't drink
Ophios-
it, and then I'm like, wait,
Ophios
drink
in
it, yeah.
character, based on what Salant said, would say pour it on you.
hold on. I think Messi right here is trying to be Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Where
Yep.
he's like,
Poison.
yeah, no, listen.
Poison for Q's.
He's got a pretty good point over there. No.
I mean, think about it, right? Like bathing in a pool of alcohol versus a shot of alcohol. It's gonna have the effects aren't gonna be 1-to-1, but it's gonna be similar, right? Because your skin's only gonna absorb a small amount.
He said don't drink the water.
Yeah, but he was referring to a different pool of water.
Ask
How do
Josh
you
what
know
he
that?
thinks. Ask Josh what his opinion is. Say, Josh or unfunny one, what do you think?
Josh, unfunny one.
Well, he's just gonna say something stupid and
He's
get us
gonna be
dead.
like, better find another barrel.
He says drink it, so I actually agree with him now. That's weird.
That's weird.
It's funny how that happened.
Oh,
Should we
All
do a
right.
poll?
I mean,
A poll for this?
honestly, if Elijah's saying drink it and Ophios is saying pour it on you, what does Rena do?
What do you?
If it's that small of amount, though, I pictured it being more than that, though, Scott.
That's what I did too.
It's a shot. It's a shot glass. It's a potion vial. Potion vials have no weight, despite the glass, the cork, and the liquid. Right?
Hold it in your mouth and
That's
see how it
fine.
works.
always pictured them being.
If you don't feel it, swallow it.
If Elijah's saying drink it, she'll drink it.
So she
listens
takes
to
it. She's
Elijah
like,
over Ophios? Cheers.
throws it back. Rena, you have a wave. Oh God, it's coming onto you. As it's coming on, as soon as it hits your lips, as soon as it gets in your mouth, you immediately feel as it's being absorbed into your bloodstream, right? Just like alcohol starts hitting your bloodstream from your mouth. You can feel all of a sudden that wave washes away and goes down. You have it in your mouth and you swallow it. Your brain just comes alive, despite the fact that last time you had to bathe in the stuff. You had to dunk yourself all the way into the stuff. You were just alive and just as effective with this tiniest little amount drinking it as you were from bathing inside a whole bath of it before. Oh my God, your brain just comes alive. You are on point. You're right there. Ignore those effects. They're history.
All right, cool. I'm fine. Let's go.
And
What's that so
then
annoying?
he'll look at Ophios and like raise an eyebrow, like, "Hey, come on."
All right. Outsider up.
I'm sure this can't possibly come back to bite us in the ass.
Outsider up.
You've been leading us pretty well so far. I just only fell unconscious once. I'll let you keep.
All right.
Guess
Going
you have good
outside.
intuition here.
He
You know them
actually,
best
while
anyway.
while we're allowing the role play to happen like that, movements are still difficult for him. Even though he's able to like walk, he's still, oh God, kind of like thrown off from the fact that his body is, he's still having almost like these weird out of body experiences, like almost like he's almost being like astral projecting or whatever at the moment. Like this weird kind of experiences. So he still needs like occasionally somebody to take a lean on or hold on to or to guide him because he's still a bit off. But because of his heightened state, he's okay at the moment. You guys start walking outside and
Oh
around.
shit! I'm imagining when this wears off, it's gonna be double bad. Shit, we don't have a lot of time, guys.
Oh wow, the entire thing just got lit up for you. I don't know how that happened.
Outside the door.
Oh, I guess it did. I mean, we know what the outside was going to look like anyway, honestly.
I didn't get it all lit up.
That's
I
weird.
see it all.
Let me just bump.
I only see
and
the outside wall.
bump. Okay, that fixed it. That was weird. That was weird. Totally didn't happen. All right, go ahead, guys. I'll let you lead the way.
Who just moved me? Who moved me?
What?
Yes.
No, totally
Scott
not me.
moved me.
What?
Scott, are you astral projecting me forward?
Yeah. I was going to go the other way.
Go every way you want,
God,
man.
I was going to go the other way.
I'm
So,
following
one of the things to
whatever
note
Oak is-
about this, remember how we described the stairs before as having almost like these underpass kind of ways of moving? This is just depicting what it was I described beforehand, these weird little underpass ways of getting around the stairs or whatever, right?
That's fair, but why'd you pull me that way? I was going to go the other way.
Because fate pulled you that way? I don't know. Rena's going this way instead.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I'm just kidding. That's fine. You can go this way.
Just move wherever you want. Yeah. Scott's just being a Scott.
Wait, where are we going?
Going
Over
around
here.
this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait,
there's
was
another
there a
door here.
doorway here? No, I already went here. There's a doorway here.
Yep.
I didn't see these
Yep.
doors before.
Yeah, I'm seeing another little meditation desk, so I'm assuming it's the same thing as the other side.
Yeah, Ophius is going to walk in, though.
Okay.
There's only 2 in here.
That makes sense because there was a door behind.
Wait, why do you keep moving me back once? What's it? There's only 2 in here.
Correct. There's 2 in here. And once
Okay, so
again,
it's the
more bookshelves that are old, rotted books, so on and so forth. Do you guys open that door or no?
Are there any books that I can see that are fine?
No,
that are in
unfortunately.
readable condition?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
no.
That'd
I
be
will approach that door
Okay. You walk up to it.
awesome. That's the main room when you open
and
it.
listen to it.
Nothing.
Because he didn't see
happens.
these doors before.
Nothing happens when you listen to it. You hear nothing.
All right, I'm reaching for it.
Ah! Sorry.
Yeah, it's the main room.
Slot's not
Wait,
actually
those
there.
doors weren't there before.
Yeah, they were.
I thought pretty sure.
Oh,
they were,
then
yeah.
never mind. If I had known those doors were there before, I wouldn't have opened it, Scott.
We're back outside.
You're fine.
Because
You're good.
when I walked up the stairs, I did not see those doors at all.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was there.
It was always there.
It just looked like a solid wall to me. You
Yep.
can close that door. I would have closed it back if I had opened
Sure.
it.
No
but-
problem.
All right,
The
going
statue
back
can't fit
around.
through it. Whoa. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to this
Over
corner
here?
up here.
Yep,
Rena, follow along.
same thing.
Rena's like, where are you guys going? I'm not
I
going
just
the same
lost.
way as
I
you.
just lost them. I was
We're
like,
at the
wait,
top.
Top,
where?
top
Oh,
right.
At the top.
okay, got it. Sorry.
There's another meditation room.
Another
Yeah,
meditation
it's just a bunch
room.
of it's just a bunch of meditation rooms.
Yep. So we're gonna go through this door and go upstairs then.
All right. So we're back in the main room.
Try to grab that door.
Is
Hold
it-
on. Try to grab
Oh,
that
I
door,
just
but it
walked
won't
through
let
it.
me.
Fine,
okay,
I'll
we
just
walked
jump
through
on
it.
the other
I'll
side.
just do that.
Yeah.
Bam.
Up the stairs we go.
Okay. You have to give me a second.
This is rather quick. It's not like we explored the other rooms a lot. It was kind of like step in. Okay, this is the
Quick
same. Step
jog.
in. It's the same. Step in.
Okay.
It's the same. Okay.
So you
through
guys,
this door
you
and up
guys
the
don't go
stairs.
back down at all. You just run up the stairs.
Yep.
Yes.
Give me one moment. I have to keep moving your tokens because tokens keep having to be slightly changed.
Okay. Hey,
And-
chat. Are we gonna die? How
It
many
is
people betted
potential.
against us? Can you tell me on funny
nope,
one?
Everyone.
know that. You
Everyone
can't
has
know that.
said Ophios is gonna die from what I saw.
Ross,
Okay.
can't tell me the betting odds. That sucks.
So here we go. As you come up to this top floor and you're standing on the stairwell right there, as we can see, one of the things I want to notice is as you come up the area stairs, and obviously you're thinking about what we had discussed beforehand. You've moved away from the as far as you know from what you spoke to Salant. If you care to interact with Salant at all, you're not going to be able to at this point. You're probably past where he plateaued. So if you do want to talk to him, you're going to have to go back down again. So I don't know if it's one of those things as you go to the top of stairs, if you think, do we want to talk to Salant one more time before we continue on?
If Salant hadn't come up here, from what we understand,
Correct.
it seems not worth it. That's
Unless-
where Ophios' mind would be.
Unless you think that he might have
Not
some more
worth it?
unless you think he might have some more insight that you weren't able to get out of him before. That's all.
Oh, not worth it to go back and talk to him. Yeah, I agree.
Correct.
Yeah, no, we
Correct.
don't need to go to talk to him.
What could he possibly say?
First and foremost, Ophios, got a wave. That was weird. You felt weird for a second. That was a very weird moment, but it passed.
What does Potion of Heroism do?
Make you heroic.
No, but really.
It casts a spell heroism on you.
Would it?
Oh wait, no,
help
in 5e, I think it gives you temporary health points.
Oh, okay.
You have to
Temp
look,
health
Google,
points.
Google Potion of Heroism 5e. This is different than the other one. It like gives you slightly different bonuses. Gives you temporary, like I think 10 temporary health points and like a bonus to like saves or whatever. But you feel a weird wave wash over you. Rena, and
10
what's your
temporary
face?
hit points for 1 hour.
You're okay.
And you become blessed.
It is one of those things, Rena, where you do notice that nope.
5e. Oh,
What the hell's his name?
Oh,
here he is.
Wait,
He's
who?
back, boys.
Elijah really has grown quite the beard. It's one of those things where before in your focus, I forgot to mention this when you're downstairs, your focus is probably waning before, but your focus is so on point. He definitely has been growing a good amount of facial hair. He's definitely getting older. There's no question about that one. How much older? You don't know how his facial hair grows. Maybe it's in weeks. Maybe it's been months.
Oh, the time travel looking forward ages you.
I only looked forward like a few minutes.
It's the whole thing.
Why don't we take another quick break before we continue with this floor, because I have to pee really badly. And then we'll come right back.
Okay.
But this time it's going to actually give me a fast break, not a 45-minute conversation on the side break. So we'll be back in probably 5 minutes. Okay, everybody? Be right back.